Hey guys, what's up? This young man just texted me right now. He took action with my program, which most people don't.
Welcome to the postgraduate program in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning offered by the University of Texas at Austin in collaboration with Great Learning. My name is Kumar Mutra.
Cause I'm not just anybody. My love won't be taken down by a bullet. And I've tried everything, but I'm best at disappearing in your love.
Hello and welcome to the Complete Python 3 Bootcamp. This fully updated course is the most
We'll be starting with 5 minutes. Please unmute yourself. We'll be waiting more 5 minutes to others. We'll be waiting 2 more minutes. Okay, within 1 minute, the recording will be started. So please unmute yourself. Shall we start, Anne?
Yes, sure. Okay. So, can everyone hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Just to be clear, this presentation will have questions. So, try. So we will try to do our best. We ask questions and we respond, so we can learn more. Okay, everyone.
So first we'll explain about Azure fundamentals and later we'll deploy WordPress.
Yes.
So
Okay.
ahead we'll continue the section Azure fundamentals. Later I will deploy the WordPress. So please go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. So, welcome everyone. I'm so happy to be with all of you today. So today we're going to present Azure fundamentals. As you see, in easy as ever, because we will use the simple terms, simple way to make everything clear. Okay, so we will follow this presentation. We'll start by introduction cloud computing, and why do we use cloud computing, and most of all, what's the benefits. Then we will pass to cloud deployments model. We will discuss about public, private, and hybrid cloud. And then we will discuss about the types of cloud services, which are IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. And then Azure architecture and service guarantee. Here we will talk about regions, our data transfer from our laptop, our requests from our laptop to Azure cloud. And finally, we will talk about Azure billing. So let's start with the first part, which is which is, sorry, the introduction. Okay. Okay, this is who we call John, and this is Sam. So John decided to start a company, and he asked for Sam to list down the resources that he will need to set up on-premises infrastructure. This is on-premises.
I heard, please unmute.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, please continue.
Okay. To try anyone like John who is trying to use cloud for the first time. So we'll say first question is why cloud computing? In cloud computing is a great choice if you want a secure place where you can store and maintain your data without spending money on building infrastructure and exhausting tasks. So, in other words, cloud provider will do the job for you. So to make and your only task will be to make your to focus more on what's matter, which is making your app accessible to users. So, what's cloud computing? Okay, cloud computing is simply on-demand delivery of IT resources. IT resources such as virtual machines, storage, CPU cycles, from a cloud provider such as Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud Platform via the internet, and you pay as you go. Means as much services that you need, you will pay for them. Okay, so is Azure what we are looking for? Azure takes the second place in the market today, and it has 58 regions and 140 available countries. Also, that Azure provides more than 100 services and trusted by more than 500 companies such as Samsung, Boeing, Adobe, eBay, and HP. Okay. We said this is that all cloud providers provide. Cloud providers that we talked about, Amazon, Google, Microsoft. The two most common services are Power Compute and storage. Okay, Power Compute have three approaches: virtual machines, containers, and serverless that we are going to talk about right now. And storage. You need storage to save your data. Depends if your data is structured or unstructured. Structured means that you're using relationships, so you need database. And unstructured is like files, text, movie clips. So you will need a file on a disk. Okay, we'll start by defining virtual machines. Virtual machine is, with easy words, it simulates physical computers. So instead of buying a new laptop, you just use the virtual machine to work the wanted images, the operating systems, and install the software that you need. And that's exactly what cloud provider will give you when you rent from them. That virtual machine will run in their physical server in their data center. This is an example of virtual machine. We are using Windows here. Inside, we installed the virtual machine so we can run Ubuntu. Okay, for those who don't know, this is one of a lot of Microsoft data centers. And this is exactly how data centers look inside, with racks and services and networks. Okay, we'll talk about container now. Container is different than virtual machine because it's lighter weight. And the good thing about container is that it runs directly on your host operating system, and it solves the problem of developers. It works on my machine. So Docker package Docker, which is a container. The Docker is the most leading platform for managing containers nowadays. So that's why I mentioned it here. Docker package the app and all its dependency. Here, as you see, it's different apps. This is app A, C, D, B, C, D, etc. And then execute it in a standard runtime environment. Container start very fast because they don't have any operating system to boot and initialize, and it has only app to launch. Okay, now for the serverless. Well, the name could be a little bit misleading because servers, but you're not the one to control that. The serverless, okay. So serverless is a perfect fit for. Okay. I just want to mention that containers work. Containers are lightweight, as I said, but use the virtualization architecture. But serverless use the execution architecture. So serverless, their cloud computing execution model, it divided your app into different functions, and that they work when triggers when they are called. Means. Okay. Okay, how that works? You write functional code, and then you put it in a zip file with all its dependency and stuff. And then when you put it in, push it to your to the service, then your cloud provider will scale it and provision and just take care of all its details. So service is perfect fit for automatic tasks and such as confirmation, email, validation, sign up. Okay, Azure benefits. Azure has more benefits, but I just mentioned these because it's really attractive. They're really attractive. So first, it is cost effective. Cost effective mean like cloud will take care of your infrastructure, hardware and software settings and running on-site data centers. So you don't have to take to concentrate on those details. Scalable, it allows you to pay only for the resources you need, or to stop paying for resources you no more need. Cloud supports both vertical and horizontal scaling. Vertical is scaling up, which is adding more resources such as virtual machines, storage, disk, CPU cycles, to improve the power of an existing server. And horizontal scaling is scaling out, which is mean adding more services in order of adding more services that function together as one unit. To respond and proceed incoming requests. Elastic, as workload changes due to a spike or drop in demand, the cloud computing can compensate. For example, when employees work on the same system from 8 to 12, that's a spike. So let's Cloud make sure that instead of happening bad things or the system goes down, it allocates more resources and disallocate them when the workload go back to normal. And reliable. Reliable is like we say your friend. If you trust someone and you believe in them, so you feel secure. Reliable is putting your private and sensitive data in cloud. You want to feel safe and secure and mostly sure that your data are there. That's why cloud computing provides data backup, disaster recovery, and data replication services. Finally, it's secure. Secure because Azure really invests in security and offers a broader set of policies, technology, helping to protect your data, apps, and infrastructure from potential threats. Azure provides high security to your data through encryption and replication. Okay, so to recap, cloud is a great choice when looking for saving time, money, energy, and to keep your data safe and secure. The most two common services that all cloud providers provide are compute power, such as virtual machines, containers, and serverless, and storage. So at this particular level, are there any questions? Or did I make, like I was too fast or something? Can I hear your questions, please? Or should I? You can hear me, right?
Yeah, we'll have a question over last.
Okay. Hey, sir, will I provide this PPT? Yes, you will have it, for sure. No, why no? They will find it already in the, after time saved in the streams here. So, is there any questions or should I continue? Okay, thank you. And you can open mics, I can hear you. Okay, thank you. Okay, cloud deployment. Please, your attention here. Okay, there are three types of cloud deployment we'll discuss in details here. There are the public and private, and for sure the hybrid. Okay, we'll talk about their definition one by one and their pros and cons. Okay, we will start with the public cloud. Okay, public cloud is the most common way of deploying cloud computing. And here, all cloud resources that we were talking about are owned and managed by third-party cloud provider. Cloud provider, I repeat, it's Amazon or Azure or a Google Cloud platform. And okay, so when they manage all your details, they decide where to store it and where it runs. You just access these services and manage your account using a web browser. There are pros about the advantages about public cloud. There are lower costs because you're not paying for the infrastructure, no maintenance because everything is done by the third-party cloud provider, and it's high reliability. You can rely on them. Lack of customization and the disadvantages, and lack of control because, as we said, that the third parties are taking control of that. And performance, because to access the services, you really depends on the internet. Okay, now we will pass to the private cloud. Again, we will discuss about the definition, the advantages and disadvantages. Okay. Private cloud, as you see, it's light because it's private. It's consists of computing resources used exclusively by one business or organization. Okay, let's take an example of who will use these type of clouds. Government agency and financial institution. Any companies that depend really use to take control of all the cloud because it has a really sensitive data. So they don't want to give a full confiance and stuff to the third parties. Okay, services infrastructure are maintained on a private network. The pros of private cloud, they are more flexible, better security because we take care of all these greater control because they really take care of their data centers, so they're direct with the use. The disadvantages, the cost, it really costs much. Security is a shared responsibility between a cloud provider and the customer, and it may require some upfront. Okay, now finishing with the third type of cloud, which is hybrid. Hybrid. Okay, one second. Hybrid is a beautiful mix between public and private data. It allows the data to move between them. Example, healthcare. Why did I mention healthcare? Because when you go to when hospitals send the patients the data to insurance providers, that's exactly send data of patients which are really sensitive to the insurance providers. They share data between them. So pros, they are flexible and scalable, suitable for cloud distribution with when you have data and your data, your own premises, and you have shared data and on cloud. You have more control here. And the cons, they are cloud expertise. They require expertise cloud, lack of visibility, and security complexities. Let's recap. Needs. Well, okay. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. We arrive here. Which cloud model suits your needs? If you have real concern about your sensitive data, then private cloud will be the perfect match for you. If you want to use public cloud, then you should know that you're not the one you will be controlling the infrastructure and so on. But you will win money here. And if you are in the middle of sharing data between private and sensitive data, then you will use hybrid cloud. So here, we'll stop here just to see is there any questions or any doubts. I can repeat, I can explain in other words. You can open the mic or leave here in the conversation. No question. I continue. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
To check connection. Okay, question I guess I lost. So there is no question. I continue or please. Okay. Now, the first layer, which is the infrastructure as a service. This layer used by system admins provide your physical infrastructure, virtual machines, storage, disk, and platform as a service, which is the second layer. This is used mostly by developers to make them focus on developing. Because everything is pre-configured for them. Programming languages, execution environment, operating system, web server, and database. And the third layer, which is software as a service, used by end user, and means they are capable of just seeing the content, replying, or you'll see it an example without any control on the structure. Okay, here is an example. So, okay, here is an example of SaaS. I can see the structure. I cannot touch the structure. And I cannot change anything in it. Okay, this is another example of SaaS of 365 Office. I can the apps without downloading them. Okay. Here's an example of platform as a service. As we said, platform as a service used by developers, and they only focus about running their code and deploying them to the cloud. And here's another example of Heroku. It's PaaS also, platform as a service. Okay, and this is infrastructure as a service. They provide you with virtual machines, network, storage, etc. Okay, so there are three categories, as I said. The first one will be the infrastructure as a service, where you rent resources like virtual machines, storage, etc. And PaaS is used by developers. They just focus just to consume without changing any configuration. Okay, can you see the screen now? Please, can you confirm if you see the screen?
The screen is not visible.
Okay, now?
Yes.
Okay, should I repeat, or were just the screen was not visible?
Yeah, it's visible now. I continue.
Okay. Okay, Azure have 58 regions and 140 available countries. Now we'll continue in a lot of details here. Think a virtual machine. Here, running a virtual machine on Azure without no replication, without no other copies of your work and all your details. Here, an availability set. Availability set is a logical grouping of two or more virtual machines that helps you keep your app available during planned and unplanned maintenance. Planned maintenance means planned maintenance the updates from Microsoft. Unplanned maintenance are such as hardware failure. Okay, so here SLA service level agreements provide you with 395. Because SLA is service level agreement, which is a contract between service provider and a customer. Okay, so When you want more availability to your system and to your virtual machines, Cloud Provide You says if you want me to give you a high availability, then you should have 2 or more virtual machines that keep your app available, and set them in a logical grouping, which is called availability sets. We need to do these 2 steps. SLA, Service Level Agreement, provide you with 395%. Uptime guarantee. Uptime guarantee is the percentage of time of a system is up and running without any interruption. So in short, availability sets is for protection from a hardware failure or software update cycles that we talk about, planned or unplanned maintenance. Now, availability zone. Availability zones running virtual machines. Okay, availability zone running virtual machines with one or multiple replicated copy and a different availability zone to provide you resiliency against any data center failure. Resiliency is to cover from a failure. In short, availability zone is to protect you. If these 2 didn't work, then you will go to the next availability zone. If these 2 didn't work, then they will go to the 3rd availability zone. Availability zone is to protect you from fire, power, anything that happened to your data center. And finally, if all 3 fall down, which is mean a whole region, then we run a different region. This is called region pairs, 2 regions that they are in the same geography. It runs a virtual machine with the replicated copy also. So if any disaster happened that's related to natural disaster, then we move from one region to another region. Okay. Now we'll talk a bit more about availability sets. Availability sets, there are update domains and fault domains. This is a rack. The rack is full with virtual machines with service, and each service can contain 1 or more virtual machines. Update domain is because it has availability set that it will happen only if you have 2 or more virtual machine, and you go and so it. I'm sorry. Again. Can you see the screen, please?
Yes. Yeah, please continue.
Okay, is the screen visible?
Yes.
Just 1 second, please. We'll try again to. Is it visible now?
Hello.
Is the screen visible?
No.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Now can you see the screen?
It's not visible. Just share the screen.
It's visible?
Yeah, now it's visible.
Okay, availability. Okay, we were talking about update domain. Update domain is related to planned maintenance, which when Microsoft decided to update the virtual machine and stuff, fault domain is unplanned maintenance when is everything related to the racks, a hardware failure or a power or network. Okay, now availability sets, do they cost? No, because they're not. There is no cost for them. You just only for the you just pay for the virtual machines. Okay, now how it works. This is a rack. Rack contains a lot of server, and each server have a hypervisor. Okay, and also there is a network and the software that's called Fabric Controller. Fabric Controller is related to orchestrator, and this orchestrator is responsible for everything happens in Azure, and also for responding to user requests. Users make requests using the API, web API orchestrator, and using a lot of tools such as Azure Portal. Okay, for example, here the user using Azure Portal to create a virtual machine. Then the orchestrator will receive the request and then package everything needed, virtual machines, all his request and package, and then look for available server in a rack, and send the package and the request to the Fabric Controller. So Fabric Controller create a virtual machine and then respond to the user. So now the user can access to the virtual machine so easy. Okay, now Azure billing. How do you pay? We said it's a pay as you go, so you will pay only for the resources that you use, and you will receive monthly invoice, means a bill with payment instruction provider. So once you sign up on an Azure subscription, it's created by default, and this like we say a gym, when you take a subscription for the gym, you have to, because you can't access to the material inside unless that you are a part of the gym. It's the same for Azure. Azure subscription is a logical container used to provision your resource in Azure. Also supports 4 types of billing. Microsoft Online Service Program, which is created by default when you are students and using the free account. Enterprise Agreement, Microsoft Customer Agreement, and finally the Microsoft Partner Agreement. This one that's created by default, this one, Microsoft Online Service Program. Yes?
Can you please turn off the screen sharing and again turn on it? It's not visible right now.
Okay. Now I'll repeat.
Yeah.
And now is okay. I'm sorry for that. And did you hear me or just the screen? Okay, I'll repeat. It's no problem. Pay as you go model, because we said that you have you will need, when you need resources, you pay just for them. You won't pay any extra money. We took the example of a gym. If you want to use what's inside the gym, you need to be a member. And in order to be a member, you have to pay for a subscription. It's the same case for Azure. And also, you pay monthly. And there are 4 types Azure Portal supports. The first one that you create when you are a student, like a free one. Version, it's Microsoft Online Services Program, and there are enterprise agreements, Microsoft Customer Agreement, and finally, the first type is Microsoft Partner Agreement. And here is an example of the Microsoft Online Services Program. Okay, this is the resources we were talking about, such as virtual machine, SQL, or apps. And this your subscription. You can have more than one subscription. As we see, here are 2 subscriptions. And here is the final billing account. Will contain the invoice, the bill, and the payment method. Okay, now a final recap to everything. We were discussing about cloud models and types. That we said that there are three types of model with a public, private, and hybrid. Public is you have no control over the infrastructure, and in order to access your service, you need to go the internet. A private is what governments use when they have sensitive data, anything with the sensitive data. And hybrid is when you use it's a mix between public and private, and when you want to share data between public and private cloud. And we said also there are three categories of cloud: infrastructure as a service, when you rent the resources, virtual machine, storage, database, and platform as a service, the second layer, which is made for developers. Everything is pre-configured for them, so they just have to focus on running their code and deploying it to the cloud. And thus, as we said, it's the same as Gmail or 365 Office. You just consume that through your web browser without the ability of controlling or changing any understructure. And we said we discussed about Azure architecture, what are the geographic regions and availability. So when you deploy your virtual machine, you're actually deploying to a region, and in a region or in geography, there are a lot of regions. And inside the region, there is this availability set that's contained of data center that holds your virtual machine. There are full domain update domains that can happen to your availability set. A full domain is when something happened to the rack, anything happened to the rack, power turn off, or something. Storage, something related to the hardware. Update is domain is when Microsoft decide to update their virtual machine, the operating system. Okay, and how it works, we discussed how it works, how your request is preceded from Azure portal to the cloud and back to your machine. And we finished with billing. We said there are four types of billing account: Microsoft Online Service Program, Enterprise Agreement, Microsoft Customer Agreement, Microsoft Partner Agreement. The most used one is Microsoft Online Service Program. Well, that was all. I really thank you for your attention, and I really want to hear if you have any questions or doubts, or you want me to repeat a particular part. You can write me. Okay, once I can see. Okay, here. Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, yes. Shall I continue?
Okay. Yes. So you will take it from here.
Okay. So right now we are deploying a basic WordPress website in Azure.
Okay, I stopped sharing. Can you share? We can't see anything yet. Okay. 1 second, please. Okay, we can see now.
Yeah. So first we will tell how to sign into Azure portal. So, is it visible on my screen?
Yes,
It is not clear.
And now?
It is not clear, ma'am. Screen.
Is it visible now? Hello.
Yes, visible, but it is not clear.
Yeah, okay.
Can you zoom in a little bit or something?
Uh, yeah. Okay. Azure provides 12 months free services for everyone. Just click on start free. And here you can sign up to the Azure portal by creating an account. Actually, I have already Azure account. So it asks the basic information, and at last just provided bit card. It won't be charged, just it's for verification. So we'll try. Here you can create a new account in Microsoft. Right now I'm not creating an account because I have already an account. So we'll go into Azure portal. Hello.
We can't see this screen.
Yeah, here itself I'll log into Azure portal. Here, can you see my screen? Visible? Hello.
Not yet. Okay, yes, it's visible now.
Yeah, fine. So here I have logged into my Azure portal account. So for deploying a simple website, just we need to create a resource. It will manage all the admin, billing address, and our resources and our apps. So it's a Azure marketplace where we can avail virtual servers like Windows, Ubuntu, and here we can deploy a website and store the web application here itself. So right now we are deploying a simple website. So just search WordPress, click on create. So here we have to enter a unique name. Name should be unique. Here I'm entering MSP event. So it's not available. Yeah, entering my name. Post. Yeah, it's available. So here we have to select our subscription. We have the subscription Azure for student. On creating the account, you can select the subscription. They will provide a 12 months of free services and provide $200. Resource group, we have to create a new resource group. That should be, and database provider, Here I'm using MySQL. Azure database is related to completely managed by Azure, and MySQL is the different one. It's managed by third party. And the service location, it's a service plan. We have to create a new, give a unique name service. WordPress for free. And we have locations. We can select any location. Here Azure managed in the preferred locations. So here we have to select the pricing type. We can see number of pricings. For developers, we can create a free type. It provides a 1 GB memory and 60 minutes per day compute. For you want to manage your website hosting in Azure, you can select the pricing type among you needed. The recommended pricing type, and it's isolated. So right now I'm selecting a free type. Click on OK. Yeah, keep it default. Application interface. Just click on create. It will take 1 to 2 minutes. So here we can see deployment. Any questions regarding this? You can unmute and speak for or
I guess there are no questions. I guess.
okay, thank you. Here it's in a progress. It will take 1 to 2 minutes. A few seconds it will be deployed. So for creating a WordPress or for a personal blogs or managing a business, it will be helpful. And Azure managed in various locations, so it will be double for and data will be more secure rather than third party. Yeah, it's succeeded, so we can move forward. Yeah, our WordPress website has been deployed the location of Central US and now it's running. So just click on here, the link will be generated for your website. Just click on the link. So here we can see at last azurewebsite.com. So we can map this domain to your own domain. We'll see later. Just one. Yeah, we have to install a WordPress right now. So you can manage your website. So I'll be installing it now. Yeah, just give your site title name. That would be a public name. So I'm giving my name, and username should be secure, because when you are trying to log into your website, it will be important for you. Giving, and here you can give a password for your website. So right now I'm giving. Here you can provide your email. You can install WordPress. Just for showing, I will be creating a WordPress website. Later I will remove. Yeah, WordPress has been installed in our website. So here we can log in to our WordPress. We are storing the website data in the Azure itself. So it's called hosting our website in Azure. So here our website has been deployed, and it's a WordPress dashboard. Here you can customize your themes of your website. So right now it's active. So just we'll look into your website. You can search in ramachallos.azurewebsite.net. You can visible this page. Is it okay? Any doubts? So if you want to maintain your personal blog or any business websites, here you can prefer Azure hosting and install your WordPress. Just install your WordPress, and here you can manage all. So right now I'm changing the theme. Just click on add new. There's some of the themes. So we can see this theme has been activated. We can visit our website. So it's been live. So it's a public view. If you are admin to the website, you can just log into your website by /wp admin by your login credentials. So here you can manage all the posts, and you can add also add a post. Here you can give a title. So here you can add your information about your website or post. You can publish. So we'll move on to our website. So here the post has been published. You can view. So admin can manage all your websites here itself. So right now I'm telling if you are having a personal domain like your name .com .in, you have to map the domain in a Azure portal that I will show right now. Uh, and one of the sample WordPress website I will show. Yeah, it's called honchos.com is called a domain. The domain you can buy in GoDaddy, giving your unique name. So it's a WordPress website. You can see on the post itself we are publish like hello world. So here we publish hackpack HTML notes in the post. So like this we can visible customize our website in the appearance. Any questions? So please you can ask. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Shall I continue or any?
I guess you can. You're so welcome. Please, if anyone have any doubts or question, they can unmute their mic,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
they can leave in a comment.
Yeah, please unmute and ask the question. I will be answer for you. Uh, so I will show. Uh, So these are the categories. We can add categories in the here itself. So I'm creating event. Just add new category. So category. You can customize as your wish, like your own. Just now I have added the event category. I'll be shown live. So here we can display our categories of public. Just click on categories. View all. Mark event. just add to the menu. So here event category has been added. That's it. I'll be creating menu. Click on fill. So category has been added. Just move on our website. Yeah. See here, event category has been added. So you can publish your categories and post under your category. So now I'll be showing you have a domain like this, your name.com or your business.in or something like you have to purchase your domain in a GoDaddy itself. Uh, so here you can purchase your domain. It will provide DNS record. So here you can find your perfect domain. Just I'm trying MS SP so it's too high prices to premium domain. The .com are the premium domains. It's a worldwide domains. A .in or the India. So you can just purchase if you purchase like this or msp-event.com. Uh, you'll be getting a DNS records for your chosen domain. So we'll move on to the here we publish WordPress website and it given a public URL .azurewebsite.com. So you want to map this website to your own domain. Yeah, let me show right now. The mapping means we are connecting this WordPress website to your own domain. So here custom domain, just select the custom domain. So yeah, I have selected the free plan. So here just saying click to upgrade your app service to assign a host name. So I'm clicking here. Yeah, I'll be applying this pricing tile. So here, this pricing tile includes 1.75 memory and 50 GB storage and SSL. SSL is the most important. Here we can see this is SSL certified and daily backup also provided for your website. Okay. We are just applying our the service plan to our website. Yeah, it's updated. Now click on the custom domain. Yeah, now it's option. So here, if you have your domain, own domain, just click on add custom domain and enter your domain address, valid domain address. I'll be entering. valid. So entering your domain, it will give you a record. See, here you have to verify your domain verification. These are the records given by Azure. So if you paste this record in our GoDaddy itself, automatically this WordPress website will be mapping to our domain. So I will show. I have already GoDaddy account, and just I will show how to place the records in GoDaddy. When you purchase domain, you will be look. Okay, 1 minute, I will be sharing the screen.
We can't see the screen.
Yeah, 1 minute, 1 minute. I'll be sharing. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'll be sharing. Is it visible right now?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Okay, it's cool.
Yeah, I'm just logging.
Let them please confirm first. Is this screen visible, guys? Yes or no in the comments. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's visible. You can go on.
Yeah, I'll be logging to my GoDaddy account. Hello.
Yeah, we're with you.
So here it's my here itself my domain. You can visit. You can see my domain hobdos.com. Here you can find the DNS records. So actually, we have to be private because others can manage your website. So if it's to default, here you can see records like a record, text record. See here, Azure given some records, text and a. So just place itself in a GoDaddy by in the DNS records itself. So by placing a record, your domain has been verified, and directly this ramocello.azure website.in will be mapping to your own website which you have purchased. So uh, I'll be concluding. If you want to host a simple blog, your personal blog or a business website, just purchase your domain in a GoDaddy with your unique business name and come to Azure. Just create your account. Create your account and go to the Azure Marketplace. Just create your WordPress website and select your plan. I'll be shown. I have shown, I think so, plans. Right now, I have selected the free type because of our deployment. Is it visible, my screen?
Yes, yes, it's visible.
So just enable HTTPS and here you can find SSL for the website. So right now to our website there is no SSL. SSL means the security certificate issued by Azure. Just enable the dual refresh, updating. And refresh. Yeah, I'll be sharing a certification link. 1 minute. Just fill the form. We'll be sending right certification. So 1 minute. Hello.
Hi, we can hear you still.
We'll be sharing your Excel certification link. Yeah, I will be concluding right now. But so, any doubts regarding this, you can ask. Just unmute yourself. I'll be answering for your all questions. You can ask any questions regarding this. I'll be answer for you. So I'll be concluding. Any questions? You can ask regarding Azure fundamentals and WordPress. And here you can also host your own web application in Azure portal.
Okay, they said no, it's clear. No, we are clear. No, sir. Guess there is no questions for you.
Yeah, thank you. I welcome for your question. You can ask.
Mm, okay, then I think that's all. No. Yeah. Everything is
yeah.
clear.
We'll conclude.
Okay, so yeah, please write in comment if it's clear. No, if there are any questions, or that's all we can finish. We will wait a little bit for their response.
We'll welcome questions for 5 minutes. You can ask regarding WordPress, Azure fundamentals. We'll be answer for your questions. So just fill the form and give us rating. We'll be sending the certifications by tonight.
And we really thank you for attending.
Huh? Yeah. Everything is clear. Yes. Okay, ahead will be end the section. I think there is no question.
I guess there is no questions or doubts, or else they will mention it or they unmute. But I guess everything is clear. But if there are any other questions, they can also message us on private here, direct message conversations. We are always available for that question. Okay, guys. So don't hesitate to send us a message here.
Okay. You can share your
yeah, you continue, please.
Yeah, we'll be sending a certification tonight. You can share any social media handles and you can tag us. We'll be sharing our usernames.
Here is the link again for those who didn't get the link. Here's the link. As my partner said, you will get the certification tonight. Don't forget to tag us on social media, LinkedIn and stuff. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to talk in private, even in private. Send us messages here or LinkedIn. We're always available for your questions. If you don't have any questions, just please fill the form so you can have your certifications. And that brings us to the end, I guess.
So
Okay, so yep, that's all. Thank you for your attention, everyone.
thank you all. We'll be closing the section 1 minute.
Yeah, I really appreciate that you're here and for your support. And best of luck on learning more about Azure.
Yes. And thank you all. We'll be ending the section and take care and stay safe. Yeah, we'll be ending the meeting. We'll welcome up to 11.
Okay, thank you. That's one. Okay.
Thank you. We'll be ending the section. Is it ahead? We'll be ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you all.
Okay, that's all. See you guys. Stay safe.